you're doing so much. How do you take care of yourself?
Good question. So, we all go through these waves of overworking, and then something happens, you crash, you get sick and all. So I've had a couple of incidents that I think served a good purpose. One of the first incidents, I was misdiagnosed actually with cancer, and it was going on for like 3 months. But that helped me reflect a lot. I wasn't reflecting while it was happening. I remember even when I had my biopsy done, I couldn't move. It was done on my neck. And I told my mother, please bring the laptop to the bed. And we were overseas. And she said, what is wrong with you? Like I said, no, I need to respond to certain emails the clients are expecting from me, to hear back from me. She's like, you need to recover. We need to know what's going on. You'll be going on a long-term treatment. You can't be like this. You're going to get more sick. You're adding stress and all. I ignored all that. But anyways, I mean, I had a moment, I think my mother's prayers definitely were answered. At the end of the journey of going back and forth with examinations, they said, we don't know what she's reacting to, but there is her body's reacting to something which looks like cancer, but it's not cancer. So, I mean, even if you go through the PET scan, they said 95% she has cancer, but we need to figure out what this is. And I think I went out one day with my mom and I was reflecting and I said, I think this is a message my body's giving to me and saying, this is enough. It can look really bad and you need to reflect, take a step back and all. And I'm not ashamed to say that we women are not good at delegation. So my journey of delegation was exercised after that. I think partly because we're perfectionists. I was too into reading every line item on a sales pitch. Everything was I just overdid it in everything, telling the team exactly how they need to behave when we go to the client, to the point I would tell them, how to handshake, how to look, into the eye of the client. I was a bit too much, I think, and the delegation was a big challenge for me. So with that experience, I definitely said, okay, I need to figure out how to delegate. Now, of course, we go through the waves again. And I saw the delegation initially is very painful because you have to be patient. You have to allow them to make mistakes. You have to allow them to ask you silly questions. You have to go through that. And I always tell anyone, people who are not familiar with delegation, be prepared to go through that. It's a growing pain, but you'll be so happy on the long term. And I can say this about myself. I'm very happy. I always tell the chairman that if anything happens to me, don't worry. This practice is self-sufficient. The people are great. Yes, they like to rely on me. They like to believe that I'm around. But frankly speaking, they don't need me. They can manage this business without me. And I think that gives me a lot of comfort and relief that when the going gets tough, then we're good. Because just a few months ago, I had an emergency surgery and I've never felt so at peace. I just told them that I can't read my emails. The first time I decided I'm not going to look at my emails. And it was very peaceful, I must say. And I said, okay, now I understand the level of stress I put myself under. And I just need to sit back and relax. And the team actually did a great job. Even those who are not so good at emails, they had my back. And they said, Shatha, I think the last 4 days, I learned a lot about, staying on top of emails because we know how you feel about, being responsive to clients. So I think it's good to have these conversations with people. I mean, usually I would never want anyone to crash. At least with my team, I can see some who are just heading towards a crash or they're starting to get snappy. They're starting to get edgy. They look tired. When I ask them, how are you doing? Instead of saying, fine, I'm alive, and I'm like, no, there's something wrong. So actually, when they take time off, I tell them, I don't want to hear from you. Let's just pretend like you don't exist in this period. And I even tell my team, please respect anybody who goes on leave, whether it's for half a day or for a month. I don't care what happens. We need to learn how to be self-sufficient. And, we're not losing a leg or an arm if somebody has to go on leave.
Very nice. Very nice.